here we go. Alright, and I AFK'd for an hour, so traders reset.
Happy travels, eh? What a crop.
Oh, look, a resistance potion. Don't mind if I do.
You getting paid for these ads?
Oh, there's ads on my channel? I mean, I think I turned all the ad options off as much as I could, but I think it forces you to. That's seriously Wits, Warfare, and Huntsman on an amulet? What? Oh boy. That is better. Nice. Alright, the problem is... I need money.
We should have sailed from driftwood, like I told you.
Where are you at, Losa?
Sure, if we
Oh, there
want
you
to
are.
get eaten by a bleeding void broken.
And you think that won't happen?
Okay, she hasn't robbed yet,
Relax, sitting ducks.
which is fantastic.
True enough. And that giant
The
lizard
four
Just-
man.
looked like a
Just
Oh,
great
casually
no,
get
no.
my tin thievery. That's not broken at all.
Happy travel.
The definition of fair and balanced.
Move along.
How many items or gear items that you have on you are like fixed drops? Like they're fixed items.
Like for thievery or just in general? What's up, Reinhardt? How's
Just
it going?
in general.
In general, let's see. So, not many. So, Red Prince has 0. Losa has 1, but we're about to replace it because we just found something better.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, the one she has right now on her is just thievery gear. But yeah, she's
Oh.
only using 1. We're about to replace it. There's an amulet that has finesse and huntsman. It's just generally better than anything I've found so far, but it's not actually that good. And then Seville has second skin and on May Fallen, which are 2 of the best uniques. Oh no, Reinhard, what did you find? The most powerful combo ever. I'm gonna one up you if you tell me something. I'm gonna tell you.
interested now.
You're interested in
I wanna
what?
hear
The
this.
most powerful combo?
Yes, I want to hear that.
Forced exchange. I mean, that technically is a guaranteed kill, but you could just do forced exchange and then one tap them, right? Yeah, hunts. I mean, you know about second skin, right? The gloves, the reason they're good.
Yeah.
Then on May Fallon, the belt has warfare on it because you can't get that on anything else, and polymorph. And then I don't
You
think
can't
beast.
get Warframe on.
Huh? No, so
You can't
belts can't roll combat ability stats. They can roll combat ability weapon stats like two-handed and stuff, and crit chance, but they can't roll anything else. That's why second skin is so good, because you can't normally roll huntsman on that, and you can't roll finesse. So it's the best gloves. And then same with this belt is you can't roll warfare polymorph on the belt normally. And then beast has the 2 unique one-handers with 10 crit on each of them.
Okay. And Warfare is how much per point?
Warfare is how much? I'm sorry.
How much? What's the percent on it? Increase?
Oh, 5% on all of them.
5%. Okay, per point.
So
Wow.
let's see. Just gonna go to bed. Time difference. Oh, sorry, John. So like Sabille has 17 warfare. That's 85% increased damage from warfare alone, and then Losa has 13. So they hitting for some damage, to say the least.
Yeah.
All right, time to rob everyone. You wanted me to pay for those things? I'm sorry. Let me just lift them off of you. A lurking ved on your phone. Oh my gosh. Don't hate yourself too much. Get some sleep. I promise you this stream is not that good.
If you sleep, the coronavirus. If you don't sleep, the coronavirus is gonna get you.
My gosh.
Did your mom ever tell you that story?
It's scaring everyone with coronavirus. Mass panic for no reason.
Hey, I'm not the one doing that.
Fighting
Social
over toilet
media is
paper.
the one doing it. Oh my god.
Dude, I slept 17 hours last night because people are stocking up for their like
Whoa.
shelters for no reason. I would love to get 17 hours of sleep. That sounds good. Does this guy have anything? No, he's got nothing.
Reynard.
If you never diagnose it. Oh my gosh.
That's good.
4 wits? Okay, I'll take that. 2 wits, 1 pyro, 1 hydro, 1 arrow. I don't think that's good enough, but that's still decent.
200.
Wits, huntsman, geo, necromancer? Yes. Oh my god. I'm so glad I AFK'd. I think that one's not good enough. Well, the unique legendary gear is always available no matter how many playthroughs you do. I saw that drill is kind of randomized. Yes, so the way you deal with that is you, like what I've been doing, the reason I have such good gear on this run, and I was just talking to Isaac here about this, is like, as long as you trade every level up and every hour in the game,
Yeah.
you are going to find good stuff. Like, that's why, like, Losa has this ridiculous spec. I mean, she's got her Thievery gear on now, but she has more than 13 Warfare because she has her Thievery gear on. But, like, as long as you're correctly doing that, and gearing, and trading, you will find good gear.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, we found probably 5 or 6 relevant legendary helmets for Rangers and Necromancers, but we only have one character that needs it, so we've just sold the bad ones, the ones that aren't quite as good. Not bad, but just the ones that aren't quite as good. If I steal this, he's gonna look for me, so let's do this real quick. Take that. Let's get out of here so they don't mess with me. Run fast, please. There we go. Nice. What's up, my squigga? Oh my goodness, really? What's up, Nathaniel? How's it going? Catch Corona so you don't have responsibilities in the morning. How to get off work? Get the coronavirus? You're investing too much into memory. What skills do you recommend for all? Tele Pizza Mind? Yes. So you notice everyone has adrenaline, everyone has peace of mind. If they are a non-glass cannon, you get haste. If you have 4 non-glass cannons, I wouldn't do haste on all of them because you're never going to be able to cast them all in time. Chameleon Cloak is nice on everyone. Teleport and Nether Swap on everyone. Literally, in fact, a danger to society. Precast Stone Scan and Teleporter into the closest high ground. Is that Hanag area? Oh, whoops, that's not my roommate playing. This is me playing. Don't hear that chat. Streamlabs, stop. 1 second. I forgot I left that on. If I beat the game, I win $100. I'll pay myself $100. There we go. Alright, there we go. Fixed it. What was I saying? Oh yeah, memory. So you just want to minimize the skills you have. So like, if I ever find myself not using something, like by this point I've played 1600 hours, so I just know which skills I'm going to use because I know which I've already determined which are the good ones. But you notice I'm removing everything that I don't need. So if it's on their hotbar, I need it. So like for these mages here, I just hit level 16. So what I've done is I've taken off several of the less good spells from my hotbar and only put on them what I need. So let's take this off quick. This is wrong. That way, because I know, like, of course, the less memory you have, the more damage you're gonna have because you're gonna use those points somewhere else. So like you see, Red Prince has 50 intelligence now, and only 15 memory. Of course, the higher level you get, the less memory you need because you can just get free memory slots based on your level. So yeah, minimizing your memory is going to be ideal. Also, why does Supernova do so much damage? It's actually not too bad, considering I have no pyro. So yeah, I mean, it's just a trial and error thing. Like you can just kind of go off my hotbars. You kind of see, like, you see how the Ranger. Part of why the Ranger has been so insane all game is because she's basically needed no memory slots, so she's been able to prioritize all her damage stats really, really hard. Like she's had 10 memory up until like this level because we just wanted to get the rest of this. We wanted to get Aerostorm. What's up, Lulu? Why not using skills that give armor? Why need armor when you can just kill enemies? Yes, what Reinhard said. Was that a positive about Supernova? Okay, Supernova has all the style points you could ever need. Okay, look at this. Look at this. Look how awesome he looks when he's about to cast it. This is amazing. So good. That's all you need.
It's the sun.
I mean, if we put all our points from Geomancer into Pyro instead, it would definitely do even better. The reason it's on his hotbar is because I just wanted it to be on his hotbar. To be honest with you. Okay. Ooh. Lag. His inventory is so full it's lagging when I open it. Okay, does he have anything good? Legendary 7 crit wand. We can take that for now. It's a slight upgrade. Intelligence, Warfare, Huntsman, Scoundrel. What the fuck? Is that actually... Oh, we don't have a Necromancer, though. Dang it. When you want a Necromancer because of the gear you're finding. And it killed you. That's part of why we're using a shield, so we don't accidentally kill ourselves. What's that second arrow skill? This is Nether Swap. So Nether Swap can effectively be as good as Teleport. Teleport, of course, you can just choose where you put an enemy, right, or a character. Nether Swap, it swaps the positions of 2 characters. So this can be a corpse as well. So let's say you teleported someone into, like, let's say all 3 of my characters here are enemies. If I kill one of them, I can swap the dead one out for another enemy. So it's very nice. Also, let's say you have a melee character in your team, like we do with the rogue. If the rogue is standing near the enemies because they've been meleeing them, I can teleport the rogue out for another enemy and then AoE them with fireballs and stuff like that. So that makes it actually useful to have a rogue or a melee when there's a mage on your team. Because a lot of people complain, oh no, I'm going to hit my melee with my mage. It's like, okay, who cares? Just teleport them out with Nether Swap. And then do more damage because you just added an enemy. So it's nice. On a wizard, when you get high level, do you recommend putting Savage Sortilege and going crazy on wits? So you want to get Savage Sortilege as early as possible. I mean, because especially if you're using these unique weapons, like you see, like Beast has 57 crit chance now, and he doesn't. Oh, he does have Hothead now. So he has 57 crit chance now with no buffs. In Act 1, he can get over 20% because he can just get both these weapons in Act 1. So you can get Savage Sortilege pretty early and get use out of it. The thing about putting points into wits, if you're putting points into wits, that means you're not putting points into intelligence. So the less points you have in the intelligence and the higher crit you have, that means you're just critting more often with smaller numbers because you're lowering your base intelligence. So it's always going to be better for you just to buff your raw damage as high as possible and get wits and crit from gear. You'll notice all my characters have pretty reasonable, even my rogue has pretty reasonable crit chance. The rangers looks like trash because she's got thievery gear on. Let me fix that. So you notice everyone in my party has reasonable crit chance. The lowest one is 29, and that's because he hasn't gotten a unique weapon, and he's also using a shield, so it makes it harder for him to get crit. So everyone has reasonable crit, and that's just because of their gear. Very little of this crit chance is going to be from the points and wits. Most of my points and wits is actually just from my gear. So always prioritize your main stat, and then once your main stat is capped, then you can go into wits. By the way, what was your School of Magic tier list? Besides the top Necromancer. I love how everyone already knows the answer to the top.
Yes.
They already know it's Necromancer.
You perpetuated that.
I perpetuated that understanding. So if I was to give a tier list, number 1 would be actually, if you asked me this like a year ago, I would have told you Pyro. But I think, with the exception of fire traps, Geo is the best, then Pyro, then Arrow, then of course Hydro at the worst, because Hydro does nothing for you. If you consider traps, definitely fire is the best. But outside of traps, Geo is the best because you have a lot of good AoEs. You have, let's see, you have the normal ones. You have Fossil Strike, Poison Dart, and Impalement. Poison Dart is actually really good if you're not fighting undead. You also have Throw Dust, which is a nice AoE. It does less damage, but it's still an AoE. The thing is, Geo just has a lot better, larger quantity of AoE spells than Pyro does, so it makes it better at killing groups of enemies. You also have Poison Wave, which don't underestimate this. When you consider that if you're standing with Affinity, all of these spells cost 1 AP. Like, on a Glass Cannon, think about that. 1 AP means you can cast with Glass Cannon without any Adrenaline or anything. That's 6 spells. At Adrenaline, that's now 8 spells. At Executioner, that's now 10 spells, so it's insane. So all of these spells here are really, really good. Then also, in your source abilities, you have Dust Blast, which is Pyroclastic Eruption Jr. It's insane. You have Acid Spores, which actually is not bad. The thing about like things like Acid Spores is like there are just better spells than it, but it doesn't mean it's bad. It's actually still fine. That's a lot of damage! Also, Epic, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Let me turn that alert box down, it's so loud. And then you also have, of course, Pyroclastic Eruption we just got. I'm going to try not to use this like every single fight. Because if I just use it every single fight, this isn't going to be a guide run anymore. It's just going to be a one-shot wonder run. So, yeah, I'd definitely say Geo's number 1, then Pyro. Pyro would definitely be tied for number 1 if you consider traps. And then Arrow, then Hydro. That's why you usually see me playing Pyro Geo, because those two are the better elements. What is the best all physical comp team? 2 knights, rogue, ranger? No. If you don't want duplicates in your party, it would be knight, ranger, rogue, necromancer. And then I'm still considering if I want to do 2 knights or 2 rangers on the Galaxy Brain run that we're doing next, because I'm not sure. 2 rangers will be stronger in general. Because the thing with knights is they're so gear dependent to do high damage. They can do a lot of damage, but they have to have their gear worked out. And I think it'll be really hard if I have 2 characters fighting.
That's a lot of damage.
Because it's easier to get 2 sets of gear for rangers than it is to get 2 sets of gear for knights, I think. Also, thank you, Garbage, for the follow. I appreciate it. I'm not trying to call you garbage, but thank you. Dear Lord, there's just so much good gear. I already have a initiative shield for level 16. That's good. My God. Okay, I think. Wait, is this ring better? What? Warfare Scoundrel on a ring? Yes, this is already better for the. I've had such a trash ring on the rogue. I need to remember that. Oh, I could do this one and then nah, it's not. It's fine. Okay, I think that's. They patched teleport Gwydion. Yeah, I think they patched it. I have not been able to get that to work.
They patched what?
That's part of why we lost the lizard run. So it used to be you could just teleport. You know that Black Pits fight with all the slugs? That's just super annoying. Yeah. It used to be you could just teleport him away and he'd leave. And then you could just fight the Magisters and skip all the slugs. And we're pretty sure that they patched that.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Like the plebs they are.
Well, yeah.
Look what they've done to us.
Yeah.
The trap skill book, the regular one, you craft just Huntsman and Pyro together. For the source one, you just do the same thing, but one of the 2 spell books needs to be a source spell.
Smells worse over here than a dozen rotten eggs dropped in a vat of vinegar.
Don't come over. Not like you're buying anything.
There we go.
I don't come visit your ton. Who will?
Also, for the love of God, I need runes.
Pack for a return.
But he was far away, and they started. Yeah. Oh, so you're saying you got it to work? You're a god. Oh my gosh. Excuse me, that's 2 warfare on a helmet. That's sad. That's not better though. Oh, I think I already sold it to him. That's why he has it. I'm dumb. Okay, he doesn't sell runes.
Yep.
You're a god. What a guy.
Shame I had to leave the stone garden behind.
Oh, look,
I
sword
feel
swords.
so at home among
They
the
cost so much
graves.
money. Legendary dagger. Oh, divine dagger. Oh yeah. Oh my God. 4 intelligence, 2 wits, scoundrel, arrow thurge. Is that even better though? Ooh, that's better. Yes, please. Oh baby. If you don't mind me asking, what do you think of Corpse Explosion on a knight? Yes, it is another AoE. The thing is, when it comes to Necro spells, the multiplier on Corpse Explosion and Grasp of the Starved is 250%. So it's basically as if you had 50 intelligence when you're casting those, 50 strength, because basically if you compare Whirlwind, which is 100% multiplier, and you have 50 strength, that's the same amount of damage you would do as with Corpse Explosion with 10 intelligence. That's how absurd those spells are. And not to mention your Warfare still benefits it, and your Crit still benefits it. So, yes, of course use those. Like if I actually opened my Knight build for my last run, I used a Knight on, I did the exact same thing. I used Corpse Explosion and also Grasp the Star from them. Back on your PC? What's up, Epic? We're not running a Necromancer in this party.
That's a lot of damage.
Because the next run is going to be all about min-maxing. Okay, this helmet is going to be insane. Also, why is he wearing this? Is this really his helmet? Oh, it's because it got 2 pyro on it. Okay. I think this is, oh my God, this is so good. Epic, you can, for your damage spells, you still use Pseudo Swarm and Infect. And you also use, also Garbage sub as well. I don't know how I missed that. Thank you for the sub as well. For some reason with the Prime sub, sometimes it just doesn't give me the notification. So I do greatly appreciate that. Yeah, and then Grasp of the Starved you want to get as soon as possible. You can usually get at like level 13, I think. Where's your boy Jahan at? Is he up here somewhere?
Be on your way now, my dear. Perhaps we'll have matters to discuss again later.
Huntsman and Pyro. No, that's a lot of damage. Huntsman, yeah, this is an upgrade. We lose 3 intelligence, but that Huntsman and Pyro is even better. Can I post a link to do a screenshot to show the location I teleport to him? Yeah, sure. I'm not gonna just ban people for posting links, like, or pictures. It's totally fine.
I'll be glad when we leave Reaper's Coast behind.
What's up, Milos? Welcome to the
There's too
stream.
many of my former comrades roaming around there.
My goodness, we have so many resist all potions.
Almost as many as the enemies have.
So we have how many? 4 large potions. That's pretty good. Also, Mr. Jahan, where are you at, bro? Oh, there he is.
Good to see you again.
Nice that we found some good
Marvelous
divine gear,
ship
because
you
half the
have
time
here.
divine gear just rolls
Worthy
bad.
of a king.
Thing is, it's harder to find high tier gear because they have more stats, so the chances of all the stats on them being good is lower. So it's actually harder to get. That's why you'd see me at endgame not using many divine items most times, because they don't roll well very often because there's just too many stats on them. All right, does this guy have a bow? Give me a bow, please. There's so many archer
Take a look
traders
at
in
what
Act
I've
2.
been working on. Go on.
Constitution and Geomancer. Oh my goodness. See what I mean? Has 2 things of resistance: Constitution, Geo, and inflict poison on contact. I'm insulted. Oh, how do you make so much money? So what you do here is you get all the Thievery gear. Like, look how many Thievery I can get. So I have 5 points in Thievery. Then I get, these gloves are gotten from Dashing Dune in the square of Driftwood. You can just steal them from her. You just need Smoke Cloud to do that. That's plus 2 Thievery. So that's 7 Thievery. I can already steal 9,000 gold. Rach Muvora you can get from the Dwarf Scoundrel Trader in the Tavern in Driftwood. He gets plus 1 Thievery as well. Equip that. You can find normal belts that have plus 1 Thievery, or you can get this unique belt. It's by the Stranded Dwarven Traders Buried. It's another Thievery. So I have 9 Thievery now. That's 23,000 gold. Tell Manny to put points in con. Okay, why are you redeeming those points when we're not playing the Twitch plays? You're wasting points. Tell Manny to put points in con. No. I'm not going to tell myself to put points in con. And this dagger, if you dig up Gareth's parents' graves, I know that sounds great, doesn't it? You can get this dagger. It has plus 1 Thievery. So that is 10 Thievery. So I have 36,000 gold that I can steal. So I can do that times 4 for every trader in Act 2, and Act 3, and Act 4. Then there are also some boots in Act 4 that have Thievery, and then also some trousers in Act 4 that have Thievery. So I think that puts you up to 12 Thievery, which is probably close to like 60 or 70,000 gold. My party needed some help with damage, so I became a support Necro on my run with a few friends, which means I found boots with Bloodsucker on them. Haste and Resto. So you're supporting them? So I highly suggest that you prioritize dealing damage yourself. So I'm guessing that's what you mean is you're playing Necro. But yeah, you definitely, the best way to help your party is instead of healing them and buffing them is you just want to kill the enemies yourself.
Yeah.
Which is like usually how it works out, unfortunately.
Figure it's time to prove yourself. Let's
Divine
get it
one-hander. Oh boy. What the fudge? That's literally a perfect Necro helmet. What is this?
Swear.
Oh my god. That makes
Wait,
me
I
sad.
thought you said they don't get combat skills.
What doesn't get combat skills?
The gear, or is it the belt?
The belts. So belts
The
and
belt. Oh, okay.
belts, trousers, boots, and hands won't give you the normal combat abilities.
Yeah.
What weapon should you focus on? I'll show you in one moment, but you're gonna be focusing on stat sticks basically. Okay, is this a better amulet? Finesse, Scoundrel, Arrow. I mean, technically. Yeah, let's grab it. Oh my god, that's insane. Okay, are her daggers already better? Yeah, they're good. Man, I'm disappointed because that is like the definition of god tier for a Necro helm. That's all the stats a Necro needs. That's insane. All of those stats benefit a Necro. What's up, Hitleo? How's it going? Party suggestion? Do you want a good comp? a diverse comp or a bad comp. That will change my advice. Because I can give you all three of those. Good? Do you want the best comp possible? Because I can give you that one. So for your Necro, any spellcaster, all you're going to want with your weapons, you don't care what damage they do, you just care the stats they have. So you see a beast tier has the best 2 uniques that you can get pre-Act 3. So Scarpor, when you bless the pigs in Act 1, the undead lizard that spawns will drop this. It has 10% crit, which is more than you can get with any normal weapon. And it gives +1 pyro, which is also nice. Fang is Winter Dragon. You get from Slain, and this also has 10 crit. It has good stats on it as well, especially for a Necro. You get Strength to wear other gear with it. You get Intelligence, you get Warfare, you get Hydro, which of course, as you know, is good for a Necro as well. So this is basically the god tier of Necro weapons. If you are a support, they know it's good. Oh my goodness. Then why are they not doing damage? If they know Necro is good, hopefully they have enough game knowledge to build like viable classes. Yes, uniques always roll the same every game, so you can guarantee in your run you will get these exact 2 weapons that I have right here. Mixed party? You want mixed party? Okay. Literally the comp I'm running right now is what I would suggest to you then. Is one of the best variety comps. Lizard Wizard with Pawn and Elemental Affinity, Rogue, Ranger, and Ranged Mage. You can switch the Rogue out for a Knight if you want a Knight. Yeah, no problem. Oh, I don't even know what to do.
That's a lot of
It's so
damage.
good. Wushu, thank you for the follow. Yeah, I'm not gonna put any of the gear on until I've shopped everyone again, and then we'll go finish the last few fights here. There's so many good items we just got.
May the goddess
Dude, this is gonna be insane once I get everything equipped. This is honestly just as fun as like fighting for me. It's just getting all this gear.
Yeah.
It's just like I like
tell.
seeing like the stats on my characters. I like to see them be as high as humanly possible. Ooh, legendary. I mean, divine shield, and it has initiative on it too, so it's technically better. I will take that. Thank you very much, sir. And I'm broke again. All right. Well. They are those people that run, scorn, and avoid the meta. Those people. Eternal artifacts work when combined with gear. If you, I think if you search them on the wiki will tell you what the effects have when you combine them with your items. Because I don't know off the top of my head. I like literally every run I have to look it up myself. But I know there's only one type that's really useful, and it will buff the stats of your character in a good way. But it's only like one type of the artifacts. What up, Kai? Nolan's in the chat.
Oh, nice.
You're welcome to join the voice as well, Kai, if you want.
A scene.
In case I get seen. Yo, where's your money at? Thank you. Give it all to me. So yeah, they're level 16 and I'm taking all their money in one click.
Golly.
Your war, I've informed Lord King. He tosses you up. It's all there. You
Wait,
have
am I
the
getting
money
paid multiple
and
times
my
by talking with
gratitude.
different characters? Hey, that's pretty good.
Quests reward duping.
Yeah, duping quest rewards like a boss. Now we're getting, I mean, I'm getting a lot of divine items that actually work out this run. That's actually kind of nice. It's not very common though. Who's with me in the chat? Oh, my friend of mine, Isaac.
Oh yeah. Isaac. Name's Isaac. I'm a longtime friend of this geek right here.
I'm the person who made him not want to play this game anymore.
It's not that. I don't know. I've never really been too big a fan of CRPGs, right?
That's fair.
Good in you. Our scion is with us in this
Oh,
moment.
baby.
So in this moment we leave.
It is fun to to see you do your thing, though.
I
That's
see the bad in you.
Alright, those are better gloves. Min-max. I think this is the best roll you can get on gloves. Is 4 crit, 2 wits, 2 initiative. I don't think it's possible to get 4 crit, 4 wits. I don't think that's possible. I've never seen that happen, so.
I see the good in you.
Oh, I just traded with him. Well,
Hello, dear one.
what the
Oh
fuck?
my god, more. Oh dang. Oh dang.
Heal your wounds.
Dude, they're just
That
giving me
thing's
Necro gear.
awesome.
They're telling me to play
Yield
Necro.
or not,
The game's telling me, hey, you just want to spec Necro right now.
we count a victory today.
You just
and we
really
count
want
a
to play
friend in
Necro.
you.
The game's literally
Okay.
telling me
Hela
that.
is with us.
I just saw that ring.
I
Nice.
see the good in you. I see the bad in you.
Oh, man.
I see the all of you.
You know, maybe you are just lucky compared to everyone else.
No, it's because I tried, like, literally, look.
I
If
know
someone
you
went through,
AFK
if someone
and
went through
that.
all these streams and they tallied up how much time I spent fighting and how much time I spent trading,
That's true.
you'd find out to be trading more than I would be fighting. Oh my gosh.
I see
You just here
the
for the
good
AI
in you.
cheese? The AI
I see
cheating?
The bad in you. I see the all of you.
Oh man.
I
Dude,
see
where's my
you
runes
well,
at?
good friend.
Give me some freaking runes, okay? Alright, people. Did the dwarves
Yes.
have runes and I just didn't see? Because they usually have some runes.
Happy travels,
The
eh?
game just doesn't want to give me
What a
all the stuff I
crop.
need.
Yeah. You can't have a full build.
I need like so many more flame runes. The dwarf con memes? There are no. This is the 100% dwarf con meme free, alright? This is a dwarf con meme free stream, okay? Alright?
Illegal builds.
I think that's every trader, right? Yeah, that's everyone. There's only one more trader. There's that dwarf. And then I think we're done trading gear. I'm going to be short on flame runes, but there is a guy with flame runes in Act 3, so we'll be okay. We just don't get them quite yet. What a compilation of you wheezing at the same piece. Yeah, my wheezes are a little over the top, aren't they? I mean, you guys are welcome to clip them and then like give me a comp. If you can do timestamps, I'll go through. If you guys can timestamp enough of them, I'll do a compilation of me wheezing at gear. Oh, that's pretty good. It's not quite good enough. Ooh, I mean that's actually not good enough. It's actually better though than what I have. No, that's worse. Does Beast have one that needs upgrading? Do I want to trade that? I don't think that's good enough. That's pretty good, it's just not good enough. Yeah, it's not good enough. You confuse on your dwarf's weapons. Like I said, the reason he's using these is this is the best beneficial stats to any spellcaster. Period. Because between these two weapons, I get 20% crit chance. I get Pyro, which buffs my damage and also just covers my skill points that I need for getting Pyro skills. Fang of the Winter Dragon gives me intelligence, which is nice, and gives me strength, which lets me wear other gear, which is fine. If I was playing a Necro, this would be good as well because it's intelligence still. It gives Warfare, which is also good. It gives Hydra, which is also good. Like this is perfect for a Necro. These two weapons are good for any spellcaster. Mage, Necro, it doesn't matter. For knights, you just want the best two-hander you can find. Alohar will usually give you one. We can actually go get it right now, because we actually haven't completed that quest. No, talents, you have to have a hard point in there. So that's why Red Prince has a point in Scoundrel. Well, we have more than that right now. That's why we've always had a point in Scoundrel, even if we have gear with plus Scoundrel, because your talent requires that you have a hard point in that stat.
That's a lot of blood.
Otherwise, for like learning and using skills, you only need points from gear. So you can cover your skill needs with that as well.
Beast bristles the moment.
Calm you. What more? You need to get a little bit up for it.
Hello? Oh my gosh, the game's lagging.
I hope for your sake you luck off but me.
Okay.
I love a good story. You and I'm that guys.
But yeah, Necro, yeah, you want to dual wield. Early game, you can use a shield, so you can throw your shield at people for extra damage, because you just don't have enough spells that do damage. So literally, you just wear a shield for damage. And then once you get stat sticks, you'd use both these stat sticks or whatever gives you the highest bonus. but knights you just use the best two-hander you can find. You will notice that
Better get out there before more.
this is a good example. This is a good unique you get for a knight right here. Ooh, wow. Oh my god, another good Necro helmet. Seriously. So, he'll give you this. This is level 6. I did not know it levels up to whatever level you turn this quest in at. That's insane. So we just turned this in at level 16, so it's level 16. But it'll be whatever level you complete this quest at. So we're level 16, so he just made it level 16. This is a good two-hander. It has 20% crit, which is higher than you get on any randomized two-hander. Has warfare and strength and two-handed, which is insane. So this is a great two-handed weapon for knights. It's also a fine stat stick. Like if you have two spellcasters and you need more stat sticks, this is a fine stat stick. Yeah. Also, if you sell it to the Fletcher and then you go to Act 4, he'll level it up again to level 18,
You can end all this.
which is nice. So that's a unique two-hander you can get. But otherwise, you just find the best two-hander you can find. Usually, what's his face? I believe the guy at the bridgehead, the paladin, he will always, at least once you hit a certain level, will always sell a legendary two-hander every level. But the roll will be random, so you're always guaranteed a chance there. You can also save scum it to make sure it has good stats, as always. Is this actually good? Finesse warfare. No, what we have is just so good already. Scoundrel arrow. We use a warfare, but we gain an arrow. We don't even need the arrow though. Is this better than hers? Yes, this is better than hers though. Yes. Necro spells do physical damage, therefore warfare buffs it.
How you holding up?
We have a few things left, I think, but other than that, we're not going to bother with like that exactly. Okay, let's go gear up real quick with all the stuff we just bought, and then we're gonna check if there's anything else left in Act 2, and then move on. Oh wait, there's one more trader. There's the bow trader. We're gonna go get a divine crossbow with a rune slot and 14% crit. And if she doesn't want to give us that, we'll just reload the game. I don't think you can save scum rune slots though, which is unfortunate. Dude, we could we have enough. I don't know what it is with this game giving me so many good helmets, because that seems like to be the most common item I get good ones of. I think that's just really good to get good helmets because they can't roll anything bad on them at all. Like rings can roll bad stuff like resistances, but helmets can only roll combat stats and main stats, which is both the things you want. So I think that's why they're more commonly good. So.
Well, there you are. Been trying my hand at a few bows and such like you asked.
Aw, what a shame. I
Don't
just have
be
to
like
press
what you
F8.
see.
That's unfortunate.
Such an inconvenience.
Huh?
Such an inconvenience.
Such an inconvenience. See, this is why you get the fastest SSD you can get for gaming.
Efficient saves coming.
Early game cutoff switch, as soon as you find a two-hander that does more damage. Because, like, yeah, of course, really early game, like, dual wielding two one-handers is going to be better just because, like, the uniques you can find and stuff like that. But as soon as you find a two-hander that does more damage, you switch. And then you never switch back to one-handed once you start putting points into two-handed. Oh, look at that, first try.
Don't be like what you see.
That's almost good. It's not good enough, though. Ye old genocide run. I could buy arrows, but, like, what's the point? Oh, wait, let's do this first. New bow. So much damage, it's insane. 60 crit now? Yes. Ask about something really good? Yeah, of course. Ask anything.
Yep, that's what this stream's about.
What's up, Marcus? How's it going? If it breathes, it gives XP. And if you didn't want to die, why did you decide to drop XP?
Shame I had to leave the stone garden behind. I feel
There's
so
my
at
flame
home
runes,
among
nice.
the graves.
I need mystical frames though. I don't have any mystical. I'll go ahead and use this on the mages. So, flame runes, there's other kinds of runes as well. I just usually do flame runes because they give fire resistance for supernova. And anytime you try to set up affinity on yourself, so in that case, resistance is actually just, it's technically marginally beneficial. So framing them with a power frame will give us intelligence. So we're gonna put that in our armor on both our mages. And then they get 3 more intelligence. As you can see, Beast has 53 intelligence and Red Prince has 54. Which ain't too shabby if you ask me. Dude, that helmet's so stupid. Intelligence, Warfare, Pyro, and Arrow. Dear lord. The game's telling me to to play a Necro. So like in this case, you see like this Divine Helmet would technically be better. But like I said, like Divine Helmets can roll, what is that? That's 5 stats on them. So it's just more uncommon for you to find something that's good, that's Divine. That's why like green is so easy to find something that's good, because all you need is that 1 stat to be correct and you're good. So the lower the rarity, the easier it is for it to be good. That's why you see me on Sabil still using an epic ring, because it has 3 stats that I need on it. Because it's really easy to get an epic gear that rolls correctly. Weird question. Does a roll for items occur when you talk to an NPC or as you're opening the shop? When you open the shop, it rolls. So it's really finicky. So the way, if you look in the engine, so the item is determined, and then there's a roll that's determined on that item. So you get like a legendary crossbow. So like for example, the second item, Tarkin's inventory, for example. So he got this level 16 epic 2-hander, right? So the stats on the item, so he got 3 stats. You got HP, poison for 1 turn, and suffocating for 1 turn. Those 3 stats can be something else. There is a set things that those can be. So like for example, you can't roll arrow thurge on this, right? Because it's a 2-hander, right? So there's a limited type of stats it can roll. But the roll on the item is determined when you first open their trade menu. So you can talk to them, and as long as you don't open the trade, those items won't roll yet. He's always going to be guaranteed to have this 2-hander, epic 2-hander, no matter how many times you reload. But it will re-roll if you haven't opened the inventory yet, and you just reload the game. Because the roll happens as soon as you open the inventory. Some things you can't re-roll, like rune slots. I can't get rune slots to re-roll, so if something doesn't have a rune slot, I can't just reload the game. It won't give me a rune slot typically. But yeah. So yeah, if you want to save scum like that, save the game, then open the inventory. They'll always have the item that you want, but the roll will be different when you reload it again. How long have you been streaming today? Like for 40 minutes, I think. We've been trading in this game for 40 minutes. That's correct. Let's say you want to consistently beat my co-op mates during their arena fights. What you do is you shoot them before it's actually the co-op. I mean the PvP. You kill them before that happens. I mean, basically all you need to do, Catzilla, is just make sure you're the fastest. Any class is fine as long as you have like some form of CC. So just make sure you have the highest initiative, and then make sure you're positioned correctly for when the PvP starts. Yeah. If you reroll, it will typically always have the rune slot. I've never seen it re-roll the rune slot. We're talking about some like high tier meta strats right now. Holy crap.
Yeah.
Okay, intelligence, wit, scoundrel, arrow thurge. I kind of want to prioritize the lizard because Beast is just gonna get apotheosis and go ham with Pyroclastic eruption.
Yeah.
And like Red Prince is a more interesting build, so I'm gonna prioritize his stats. Oh my gosh, but they're both good. So like, what's the point of picking? Warfare Huntsman. That's 2, and then Necro 3 base. Okay, from gear, where's he getting the Necro from? The ring. So he can do Necro on the helmet, and then So high ground will be more of a benefit to him now. He'll lose a scoundrel 2 pi. Okay, that's fine. Is that even a good trade, though? I think it's a good enough trade to be worth it. So intelligence, wits. Let's see, how is that compared to this one? Intelligence with arrow, third, Necromancer. Yeah, I think it's still better. So this helmet, I don't think that's better. Wits, Huntsman, Scoundrel. No, it's worse. Okay, Huntsman and Pyro on the 3 intelligence, 1 Huntsman. Okay, any other gear we need to equip? I think it's all the gear to equip. Save this weapon here. Save that. Okay. Let's go check out our specs real quick. And then we're going to do the last few fights in Act 2. And then we'll move on. About an hour so in, we'll actually get to some fighting. To the stream. Twitch hates your internet? Unfortunately, that sucks. Dang. I think Twitch just is more not quite as stable sometimes. Okay, there's this ring I forgot to equip. Warfare, Huntsman, Arrow, Necro. What the heck? Is that even better? That's technically worse for her. I mean for him. Actually, that's actually a perfect ring for one of these guys. Warfare, Huntsman. 2 arrow thurge. That means I can take 2 points out of that. That's nice. Perfect. Divine ring for her. Oh wait, cancel. What the game? You gonna play me like this? Yeah, the boat music is actually really nice. Red Prince became transparent again. My goodness.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right. In Act 3? I think there's a permanent one in Act 4. It's the ones you get from Adramahlihk's basement. Oh, I forgot. Losa looted some stuff that's actually good too. We have to look at that. My god. Pyro, Hydra, Arrow. Wits, Warfare, Hunt. Oh my goodness. Wits, Warfare, Huntsman. Marginally better. No, Jahan's coming with us to Act 4. No, it's not worth collecting to wear, it's worth collecting to sell. It's a big oof, but yeah, that's the truth. I think hers is still better, right? Finesse. Yeah. Finesse, Scoundrel, Arrow, though, that's pretty good. It's technically not actually better. Let's just save it. Oh my goodness. Wits Huntsman. I don't think it's actually better. Wits Huntsman, Geo, Necro. Lose 1 wits. Gain Huntsman and Geo. Keep the Necro. That is better. Oh wait, not that one. That one stays, and then we replace this one. Have to respec him for that. That's fine. Jahan is that wizard dude that wants you to kill the demons. Okay, that is actually all the gear. Let's leave Lore Master on. Yes, and removes invisible. Yes, that's why that fight sucks. It's fantastic, isn't it?
Oh, the AI in this game.
Yeah. Well, Mass Cycle of Pain is an ability an enemy has and you can't get.
Oh yeah.
And it hits an AoE and hits everyone regardless of invisibility.
What was it? They'd hit each other to bring them into combat.
Yes.
They
Don't remind me.
What would they do? They'd hit you with AoEs because they knew you weren't visible. Right?
Yeah, like if you're invisible and you have an ally standing near you, they intentionally position the AoE.
Oh, that's
like with
right.
Whirlwind, they cast Whirlwind even if there's one revealed person, only one revealed person, because they know you're there. And I think it's not like them actually being smart. It's just like an interaction with how they decide what they're gonna cast. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
Because if they're calculating, oh, do I use an AoE here? They just check if there's enemies around them, and then technically there are, right? And they just do that.
Busted game.
Why does she have strength? Does she have strength gear still? She has intelligence gear. She doesn't need strength. Oh, she's got this helmet. That's why. We're fighting buffed. I'm not gonna lower his stats. Come on. Pfft. You think we're gonna cheese out of that?
AI
The more health he has, the more damage I'm allowed to deal, right? That's how I look at it.
Yes, the AI is cheating.
Cheating AI. Okay, one huntsman. I'm gonna take the point out of huntsman now. Take out the points out of necro. Oh, that's so good. Huntsman and necro can go away. His crit isn't the best, however, I'm gonna keep stacking Scoundrel because 31's not terrible, and I get better movement for Pawn. So it's not ideal, but it's still fine. And he's about to get a better crit in Act 2. I mean Act 3, because we're gonna give him the 15 crit weapon, I think. You know what we can do? We can get some poison. Is it? Which one gives I think it's water that gives intelligence, right? So we can do some water runes temporarily. How? What do you mean blah? Like any? You mean like any class? The more chance Seville gets to, yeah, Seville has gotten by far the least screen time on this run. Because she's the slowest character and the lowest damage. I mean, she's actually falling behind the mages now.
What's her class?
Rogue.
Oh, yeah. That's right. Yeah, you're right.
I mean, that just happens on my runs because, like, people usually, I mean, the thing about 4-man is, like, people, especially if you're doing enough damage, they just die before 4 characters get to take turns, so it's just the way it works.
They die in one round.
Oh, with glass cannon? With glass cannon would be easier than without glass cannon. So it would just make it easier if you're using glass cannon. Because the situations where glass cannon is a downside is so small that it's just a benefit to have more AP. My goodness. Oh yeah, Rogue can. I mean, I'm not saying Rogue is bad. It's just less good. And I would still rate Rogue above the mages because it does. I don't care if the mages get a one-shot skill at level 16. If they can't perform well early game, then they're not as good. Like that doesn't justify them.
Glad to see you well.
At all. Okay, Tarkin had some, right?
Until later.
What class would be super suffering? we played it. It was
Shame I had to leave
Tank?
the stone garden
Tank.
behind.
Reactive
quote
armor.
unquote
Feel
tank.
so at home
There's a
out
reason
in
if you look
Vegas.
on the channel, I've literally left the air quotes in there, because we're not really tanking. So we can do this, combine with, and then I think these also do intelligence, right? Let's just check. Yes, so we can do this. Manage intelligence. Oh, what's this? 57 intelligence? Okay, all right. Okay, be that way. Let's get some source and let's do the last few fights, and then we'll move on to Act 3 and have some real fun. No, just trying to nuke with a tank by using like Tentacle Lash, Bouncing Shield, and Reactive Armor. And Reactive Armor does basically jack all. We also forgot to recruit. Oh yeah, Hanag. You're right. I think I actually will get Thunderstorm for that fight. Well, no, I'll just use Pyroclastic Eruption. With which spell? A Reactive Armor? I mean, if you can buff your armor hard enough, and if you're playing Lone Wolf can make Reactive Armor work, because it makes Reactive Armor more than, like, basically twice as good. Because since you get 60% increased armor, that also affects your armor restoration from, like, Fortified and stuff. So you get multiplicative scaling with Lone Wolf. Oh, unnerfed Reactive Armor was stupid. Let's go loot Riker's place. We forgot to do that. Because he has the last pyramid. Mid-Red Prince isn't looking too shabby. He has lower crit, but he's got significantly higher intelligence. So let's see. I mean, he does a good 200 damage more than Beast on his ult. This is pretty nice. Dear God, I have so much in my inventory. What is this? I have to flip the switch. That's right, I just shot Riker and then left. Didn't even loot anything.
Look out. I see a trap nearby.
I mean, that definitely would made Retribution better. And it was not even close to broken.
I hear a door open.
I mean, I think they also nerfed it in Classic,
Lucky
right?
find.
It was already, they nerfed it before in like one of the patches for Classic, I think. I'm pretty sure, yeah, they definitely nerfed it. Also, this is where you can grasp the star as soon as you hit Act 2. You can just sneak in here and then steal it off of his desk in Riker's basement. All you need to really do that is like invisibility. And then voila, you have grasp the star at level 9 or whatever it is. Some paper. I mean, it takes like 10 minutes to mod it to be good, so you can do that too. Change one number and you're done, and all of a sudden reactive armor is meta. Just add a 0 on the end, boom, done.
All this knowledge hidden from inquisitive minds. Such a pity.
Feels lamer that way. Yeah, because it's like you're not doing something in the normal game. When you going to, I mean, I could do that, and I think there's already a mod for that. It makes grenades scale with finesse, which single-handedly makes them good. What's up, Zeke? Welcome back.
Grenade. Scale with finesse. Dang.
You could also just make them scale like traps as well, and that would work too. Reason we're looting all these bookshelves is for some paper. Should be at least a little bit in them. Traps scale regardless of your attributes. So they just do damage regardless of what class you're playing.
How very useful.
And what stats you're using. So like, yes, I'm using traps on my mages, but they'd be just as good on my rogue or my ranger. They do crit with it as a spell though, so like having a savage sortilege is good. Boom boom poison, boom boom.
Keeping it together, Ree.
You have so many source orbs, let's just eat one with Seville. Too lazy to go get another source point.
You're safe among friends. Never forget it. Smells worse over here than a dozen rotten eggs dropped in a vat of vinegar.
Nothing good. Avoid woken her.
So Seville will be getting up to 2 more warfare because she can put a rune in her gloves, and then if we get a new chest piece with a rune slot, that'd be good too. My God, I mean, Losa has 15 warfare and 13 huntsmen. That's so broken. Make wind up toy, scale with finesse. I don't even think you can do that without some scripting. One unique grenade. Oh, we can go this way faster.
Bloody useless.
I don't know. Yes, but I've just memorized the recipes and I'm too lazy to go over to that menu. It's just an old habit, honestly. And you are correct, that would be faster. Oh my God, did we get 2 stacks of skin graft souls already? Oh no, we didn't. So we have 34.
You know,
Build for damage is gonna.
polymorph,
Say again?
since polymorph is yellow, I'm just gonna start calling it the cheese skill.
I
That's
mean,
all it is.
I mean, you're not wrong.
What else? Oh yeah, you put points into it and it gives you attribute points. That's
Knowledge is power. Oops, he died. Oops. Oops. Can I kill this big guy?
why do you want to kill? Oh,
No,
Mark.
the bags are not literal bags of holding. I'm just separating the items I want from the items I don't want. There's nothing like particularly special about it, exactly. This guy tough or no? I mean, he's got a few thousand armor. I mean, a few thousand health at least. I don't think let's see. Is it gonna kill? No? Yes? How much did we just crit for? 1,300? Yeah. Do you want to know? We're not going to really do anything in particular. We'll just meme on the final boss, probably. Just for fun. You know how it is. Whenever we get to the final boss fight, we have to spend an hour there. Or 2 doing stuff. I can't beat the game and then not mess around.
It's like Dragon Ball.
Wait, who's
Spend
this?
the whole
Oh, Ronak? Oh, that guy wasn't in the fight? Oh, boy. Okay. Oops. Don't mind me. I didn't do anything. Oh, there's no limit, yeah. I mean, it still weighs stuff. But yeah, there's no limit to what you can put in it.
Can you do the whole treasure chest?
Yeah, the best build for damage is Necro. You said what treasure chest? Oh, like
Can
you mean
put
the
a bunch
Barrelmancer?
of stuff in the bag and then throw the bag at people?
Barrelmancy?
Yeah,
boy.
Pyromancy, but with bag.
Bagmancy? You can actually.
Yeah.
You poked the wrong bear. For an all-physical party in the Black Pit's foiling fight. I mean, I would hope that you have some rangers and stuff. 1 or 2 rangers. I mean, I'm sure you have at least 1 ranger, right? And then you can just, oh, we're taking damage. That's not fun. And then, if you have a Necro, that's also ranged. And then if you have a rogue, you can just teleport to where you need to be, right? So that also helps. This bull is actually in the fight? Are you serious? Die.
It's actually got a good.
Got some guts to be fighting me, huh? Does the Ronak drop anything? I don't think I've ever killed it before.
Yeah, actually killed.
Oh, I have? Okay. Oh, he drops nothing. That's fantastic. That's right. Design this really cool, gigantic monster and then have it drop nothing.
What, you want that to have, like, swallowed a chest or something?
I don't know. Heck if I know.
It has some pretty ornate...
Oh, we're not playing with any mods currently. And I usually don't play with mods. Oops.
Yes. The game is this broken on vanilla.
You get those in Act 4, so I actually can't get those yet. I usually just don't use them. Unless I'm just trying to beat the final boss quickly. And at a low level. It does help with that. But it's entirely unnecessary. Ooh, intelligence potion? Thank you very much. That's what I like to see. That's how we do a lot of damage. So by the way, the 11 intelligence potion on Red Prince is going to be plus 22 intelligence because he has 5-star diner. So that would put him at 79 intelligence. Okay, yeah, Kim's wife sells them, so that's why I don't have them. Alright, we're gonna fight Hanag and her friends. I think Act 3 is basically identical. Alright, y'all, this is gonna be a fight, alright. I mean, we're massively over leveled. There's just tons of enemies. So there still is actually threat of dying here.
Setting up.
I think if I do this and then just teleport him over there, that'll work. I think. Because she has to see one of them to sacrifice herself to the God King. Oh my god, we're so fast. We go first before Hanag. That's new.
Nice.
Okay, let's kill these Oh, negative 25 resist? You shouldn't have.
Well, why she have that?
I have the high ground. And wanted to torture myself by playing the Fabled Dwarf Retribution Perseverance tank. I mean, just use as many armor restoration skills as you can, and then do actually try to get as much on-level gear as you can as well. And then you still want to use invisibility for when you're about to die, because you will always be about to die. And if you really want to do that, and you don't want to torture yourself too much, just play with 4 Retribution tanks, and then that works too. So we need to go invisible for a little bit while she summons all her dudes, and then we can fight them.
I give myself to your embrace, my king. Take my soul, that I may be reborn.
Now, she's dying, but she's opening a portal as she goes.
Hey, this was one take, by the way. There's only like one, like, some. I don't know if we're going to be using the deflection shield. We're not. I'm not quite sure yet. So we're just waiting for all these portals to summon their dudes. Yeah, the resistances are nice. Wouldn't you love to have those on your character as well? Immunity to fire and healing from poison. And some complementary resistance to water and air. This is a Mage Hail. Yeah, it's terrible. I think that's all the portals, right? Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, sucks to be you guys. can't I see this one? Oh, is he in smoke? Oh my god, really? You'll still be watching? Okay, that's fine. No worries. Alright, well. No re? GG no re? What do you mean to fire? Screw you. What skill was that? This is the Geo ult. It has a 300% multiplier and hits everyone in an AoE, and each person hit has an AoE in and of itself. So if enemies are near each other, you hit them multiple times. So yeah, that's a spell. Oh, we didn't even buff. Oops, we didn't even buff our peace of mind. That's unfortunate. Yeah, I hope someone clips that. Like, come on. Hanag swears herself to the God King. Summons all these dudes. So for the reference, I want you to look at how much damage an actual fire, an actual mage spell is doing. 500, which isn't horrible. It's just like meh. No crit again. Where are you going? Why are you running? Yeah, so this is the thing about Lorian's balance strategy. Because no one knows about that spell, they didn't nerf it. Like, everyone who plays this game, they want to play fire, right? If they want to play mage, they want to play fire, usually, right? They usually want to play fire. So that's why... Oh my gosh, are they actually going to kill me at this level? So that's why everyone, like, uses Meteor Shower. Meteor Shower isn't good, but people were always using it. So Larian's like, oh, we better nerf that because people are using it because it's really good. When it's not actually that good. So Meteor Shower is now useless. Meanwhile, in the history of DOS 2, this spell has never been nerfed, and it has the highest damage multiplier of any spell in the entire game. He saw the Pyroclastic eruption and decided to just leave. I mean, I don't blame him. Why are you running? Okay, I'm out of spells, guys. I'm sorry. Yeah, at least was this Gypsy Bill getting shot. It was Beast. I can't cast any fire spells, which is unfortunate. I don't really have anything I can do. I could probably tell him to port him away from the ranger. Probably a good idea. Red Prince actually has a decent amount of armor, which is surprising. Oh. Look at this meta strat. He came over here and revealed our guys. He knows what's up. It's wonderful. Can I see over here? You clipped it? Nice. When you found that cell on the wiki, the game became a joke. The thing is, like, Necro is still stronger than that. Like, Pyroclastic eruption is great, but Necro still does more damage overall. Because the thing is, like, you notice with that Mage, is as soon as the Mage was done casting that spell, he had nothing else to do. He couldn't do anything else. And now I just have to wait for my spells to come off cooldown. Well, I hope he doesn't kill me. Well, they quote-unquote nerfed Necro in Definitive Edition, but they accidentally made it stronger. And I'm not joking. They did make it stronger. I could just kill him with teleport scrolls, honestly. Oh my god, crit, please. What does this do? Air and water? Okay. Wand kill, here we come. Oh yeah, look at that damage. Like they, what do they do? They nerfed Grasp of the Starved by like 17% damage, which is nothing, by the way. Because guess what? 2/3 of two times the amount of damage you need to do to kill someone is still plenty of damage. Like if you nerf something that did way more than enough damage and you didn't nerf it enough, it still doesn't matter. The way they made it stronger, so Grasp of the Starved, they nerfed the damage of Grasp of the Starved. However, and they reduced its range. However, they increased the blood spread of Blood Rain. So they actually technically increased the range of Grasp of the Starved in a practical sense. Because in Classic Edition, if you like use Blood Rain, it wouldn't spread very far. So the area you could hit with Grasp of the Starved was actually pretty small. So even though Grasp does less damage and they nerf the range, it actually will hit more enemies typically in the Definitive Edition. Because Blood Rain spreads just as far as regular rain. So it has a massive area which it covers with Blood Rain. So it makes it much easier to use Grasp of the Starved on multiple enemies. So technically it's actually easier now to hit a bigger area. Also they buffed Infect, which is insane. They reduced the cooltime on Mosquito Swarm. And those changes alone made Necro more insane. Not to mention they have better late game items now as well. Yeah, they just she just lava portals you with no conversation. She just does that, dude. Bloodstorm is set up. Yeah, that's the meme strat. You cast a spell that'll kill them for you anyways. Handag's the only one I need to loot. Oh, we already did. I think we have the extra rooms on the on Blood Moon Island, and that's it. Okay, he needs persuasion. No kill like overkill. Oh boy. Persuasion real quick, so we can do the last parts on Blood Moon Island. I think if I want to play this and not just one-shot everything, for the sake of the guide run, I'm going to take off Pyroclastic Eruption on both the mages. And take off... Aerostorm's fine. Aerostorm's actually not that over the top, so let's do this. Let's take this off. Let's go back to more like reasonable mage builds. We'll still use source spells, but not just the game ender ones. So we'll use Dust Blast, because Dust Blast is like a reasonable version of Pyroclastic Eruption. Thunderstorm is reasonable, I think. I don't know if we'll use it though. Take a memory slot out. That's fine. Alright, so we have more reasonable mage builds now. Ratio on course, it has a 250% multiplier, which is the second highest in the game. Same as Grasp. So if you look at the tooltip on Grasp, it's the same amount of damage Course Explosion will do. So Cygnus, I actually don't enjoy solo runs as much as I do party runs. It's just that with this game, solo runs are more of a challenge thing that people are interested in seeing. And it is still fun to... It was especially fun to do it the first few times. And I actually enjoyed the duo run the most. So I'll be going into party builds, of course. I am not going to, like, draw conclusions of what I'm going to play quite yet until I see the game. And actually have access to it. Be like this, I actually enjoy this kind of run more than I do solo now. I enjoyed the first few solo runs. I did way more. And it just gets a little old. Okay, can I sell all this, please? Does anyone have money left?
I'm all right.
Hello?
Glad to see you well.
Okay, and we just respect and we did not do the... and I still forgot to do persuasion. Fantastic.
Every deck we have.
Your party runs more because just watching you complain about the Arrow Hydra Mage not doing anything. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you, like, I've been getting a lot of comments on that run because I don't know why it's been getting a lot of attention, but like, I guess I was kind of just mean and pissed off that entire run. This?
Yeah, the electric thing is like...
It's a wand.
It's a wand?
Yeah. The amazing music, yes. And honestly, yeah, I complained a lot more on that run than I did in any of my other solo runs. I just hated doing that class. It was actually fun for a little bit. But alright, so Blood Moon Island. Last thing we need to do is all these little things. These little statues. One, I think it's the first one, right? Yeah, I'm working on uploading the rest of those episodes. I'm having to edit them together because my internet was not good when I was doing that run, and it kept like dropping in the middle of the streams. So that's why it doesn't have any episodes yet. I'll upload, I think, one of them tonight. Oh, hello. Oops. Oopsie. Here, one second. I need Elm's arrowheads. There we go. Enemy hit you with 80% dodge? Yeah, dodge is finicky. So Airstream isn't bad, don't get me wrong. It's just, it's not as crazy as it was before. It's just not ideal. Like, a lot of, if you're gonna use this on anything less than 3 enemies that are grouped together, it just won't perform well enough. Like, there were 3 enemies there, so it did fine. 4-man Hydra Arrow, it actually became boring because it was just using everything, going invisible, repeat. Well, welcome to playing any solo class or any bad class. Sure, Arrow Rain is not that bad. Okay, it does less than half the damage it did originally, so it got nerfed really hard. It just does not perform as well against fewer targets as much as it did before. It's just a little too random. So if I have a lot of enemies grouped together, it'll be nice, but other than that, it's just not worth it.
The hymn winged from stone like a child.
Hello. Thank you.
You can smell the blood and rot. No good was ever
We have a wholly unnecessary amount of persuasion.
The spirit of a priest.
I watch the gate. I watch. You must. But I.
Here I am getting persuasion, and I just do that. Each arrow had a 100% multiplier in when the game first came out. So each arrow that hit from Arrowstorm was a full attack for 3 AP. It was absolutely absurd. So you did 1600% of your base damage with Arrowstorm. So if you hit with 2 arrows before it was nerfed, like 2 hits from Arrowstorm was enough to pay for itself. It would definitely be worth it if you just hit with 2 shots. It's insane. Now it's only 40%. So each arrow that hits only does 40% of your damage.
nice, I guess. Wonder what makes it useful.
What's up, Azunas? Welcome back. Yeah, so it was definitely broken. It's just the glory days are over, to say the least. Oh, you take points out of strength now, right? No, I need 13. It's from rested. That's why. All right, who do you guys want to solo the lizard?
The lever part. A presence accosts you. Hear its whisper.
Who should solo this? You know, Sabine doesn't get enough screen time. That's for sure. Oh, she has acid spores. That's no fun. Actually, let's do this. Yeah, I can spare one of these, right? You thought this was a 3-man party? Very funny. You're not wrong, but... You give her screen time every time you kill her. Okay, we're about to get our final lesson taught here. Oh, really? That's all? That's all you got? Oh no, you're taking my source. Torture yourself with that dwarf tank, but actually tank, probably just a duo run. I mean, yeah, just play with 4 characters, and then you can buff your heal. So if you use, healing song or whatever it is that like chains to your characters, if you cast that on an ally that's deflecting, you get the double heal because it becomes 2 chains of heals, which is very nice. So having 4 characters with healing actually is kind of interesting. I've actually thought about doing that. Oh, look, 700 damage. Not quite the best, but... You... Not even 1,000 damage? What is this? Yeah, so you can gain extra heals that way. Because the healing is technically a projectile. Let's see how Mortal Blow does, because I think it's pretty trash, but... Just want to see how it does. If Mortal Blow can one-shot her, it would definitely be good. But I don't think it will. Not even close. I mean, early game, you can just throw shields at people to kill them. Like, early game, you just have to attack people. So I'm pretty sure if I don't drink this potion, she'll use acid spores on me, which isn't the best. Oops. She'll take my source, but I have to drink some source orbs. No, it doesn't. So you can't get necro heals like that. Oops. See you, my guys. Wow, we have enough for that. Okay. Really? I have to pay another AP to move? Lame. Lame sauce.
Glory is mine.
Let's watch this trash damage, guys. I kind of wonder, after seeing that hand egg fight, how much more I missed in my 400 hour. Oh my gosh. Is it worth it? Is it worth that much damage? That is a lot of damage, but is it worth all my source points, going invisible for 1 AP, and then casting it for 2 AP? Can you bleed, please? Oh, she bleeds poison? Okay, come on. Really? When you try to have fun? And they don't let you. Oh, we did the 4 seasons fight as well. That's one fight we haven't done yet. Source right here. Fight the demon possessing the little girl on the island. Yeah. Well, that was added in Definitive Edition, so if you played a lot on Classic, then you wouldn't have seen that.
Forever a dust.
You might looking closer. The hit winged from
Ohar was in way over his head. Death for all that matters now is get.
That was a random time to have him do that. Okay. A keychain, I know, right? It's so ridiculous.
Nothing. There's got to be more to it.
the spirit of a young.
Did my order some? We can find she has no family that we herself. Are you sure you can have some?
The spirit.
I knew you. Take good care.
The young girl lies silently. Her fingers seem to grip you ever so slightly. The girl's grip tightened.
What do you mean why? That's a silly question. I'm too lazy to spec pet pal. That's why. Last statue is over. Where the heck? I can never find the last statue because I'm an idiot. 1, 2. There we go.
The imposing statue.
I actually don't know if
looms
he's
over
a
him, winged
demon.
from
I would believe it though. I think that's a test of your morality, is like, oh, you have to kill the cat to do that.
a trembling.
What do you do? One must not mean harm.
His hand.
As I plan, so I better one soul. As the levers fixed, I suppose.
Yeah, you can save the kid.
Be wary. This demon knows.
Look at you. Ma, would you believe? Wait.
Can't even one-shot these.
Come on.
As you strike him, the dwarfs.
Yes.
The dwarfs.
What? You're not going to walk away.
You do no damage. This is ridiculous. One slinger damage? Oh boy.
This is almost over. Bloody prison. This bloody body. Come on, come over here.
Come on, armor, let's go. There we go. You just got chilled through our armor. That's fun. Listen here, you think you can just do that and then me not find you? Wow. You, sir, have a lesson learned.
To none.
Also get... Can I... not get frozen, please? Thank you. The demon's kink? Oh my gosh. Crit? There we go.
I am nearly ready. Prepare yourself. Prepare yourself.
Immune to fire? We're not. Oh, we're possessed. Okay. Did I not save? Yeah, I didn't save. Okay. So here's the problem. He has the elixir, so I can't let him die. Oh, it just reapplies. Okay. So I need to do enough damage to not kill him. Fuck. Dang it. No one else learned living on the edge. Who has enough Necro? No one has enough Necro. Yeah, but I don't have to go learn it. I don't want to have to bother with that. I have to respec. It's no fun. You don't get possessed if you're in solo, if I remember right. I did this on solo and it didn't happen. Can I like heal you? Please? Wow, look at that heal. So I'm gonna kill him if I shoot him. What does he have the most resistance to? Air? I just need to do the fight with someone other than Red Prince, because I can't. The thing is, like, I could just shoot Red Prince, but I can't lose the elixir. That's why I can't just kill him.
The
Yeah, you finish in Act 4. I did completely skip the Sada part because, like, I mean, it doesn't matter. Red Prince is my main character anyway, so I can just skip the lore. Where is it? Here it is. So yeah, we didn't even talk to Sada. I just shot her guard and then did the lizard fight. You can just fight the Dreamers for XP, yeah.
What are you doing here? One must not mean harm. It's the
his hand.
As I plan, so I better once. This, if you, we broke the lever for the door.
Sipping to be a side hoe eternally.
The lever part.
Nothing. It's got to be more.
Alright, listen here, you better let me in.
You should go from here. As the levers, I suppose.
Okay, so listen here, Prince. You of all three of these characters have to just piss off, okay? And then you three can do this.
Would you believe? Wait. Don't go.
As you strike him, the dwarfs.
Yes.
The dwarfs.
Later.
Oh, she needs to fix this. She's got it all wrong. You missing a spell? No, he's not. He just hot bars his head. Gonna AoE stun me. Nice. Rain? No rain? Okay.
Prepare yourself.
Let's get hotheads back. Go, hotheads. Everyone's favorite fight, yeah, that's right. Did I not save? I did, okay. Oh my god. The feel.
Prepare yourself.
No blood? Okay, fine. It doesn't matter, he has no armor, so I can just do this. Or I can just do this too. Is that it? Hello? I think that's it, right? I mean, the demon's gone, so. Is he mad because I did that?
I have no. I failed.
Rip you.
And a dozen rotten eggs dropped in a vat of vinegar.
Oh, let's do everyone's favorite fight. And then we'll leave Act 2. Oh, we have the 4 Seasons fight as well. Dude, there's still so much we've missed. We're actually gonna hit like the middle of level 16 before we leave, which is nice. Oh, I have to get Blackroot for this. Oh my god. Gosh dang it. What ending? I usually do the God King ending since it's the correct ending. If you know what I mean. Alright, whoa, chill. I'm one of those people that looks at the storyline objectively and thinks the God King is the good guy. You think I kid? I'm telling the truth. You can't do the correct... Oh my gosh, really?
Lucky find.
The no source ending? I mean, that's the one that is generally considered the good ending because everyone's happy. The God King did nothing wrong, exactly.
As you suck the smoke, as the world.
Need I mention I don't have any source for this fight too? Let's see, what else can I equip? Yes, it has to be on your avatar character. I'm not gonna bother equipping more stuff. It's already good enough. One of those gamers is immune. Oh boy. God. Yeah, we saved Elmira. Yeah, I think this fight's always been in the game, if I remember right. You can skip this if you want. The animation is so long. I believe in you, Zolstosa. You can kill him. Yeah, you can do that. Is Zolstosa not attacking? Are you serious? I have to kill her with teleport? Are you serious right now? She's not attacking him. My god. Yeah, it has no impact other than XP. Advice? Do you want me to give you advice? That advice thing is mostly for like the Twitch plays DOS 2 run. Yeah, that's the only physical damage I have, and apparently Zolstosa has no physical damage. I thought all the gods had physical damage, but she's apparently a mage, which is... You know what it is? I think she's a mage because I started my starting class for this guy was Conjurer, because I wanted the shield. That's why she's got physical damage. I mean, magic damage. That's so dumb. Magic damage? Are you serious? What? You know I'm gonna try it. Oh, we don't have any thievery, we can do it. Okay, for the love of God, this better crit. Yeah, but I mean, I can do that right now, right? I don't think it's enough. We can at least look, though, right? It's not enough. 5. What the fu- Why? Redeka's Thorn? Oh, this is the gear I had equipped the first time the god was there. Oh my god. So dumb. Look at my luck, guys. So lucky. Yeah, you can duplicate your gear.
You jolt back the might.
It's just you literally just sell it. That's it. Save your point. We need to act as much. Yeah, save your points for when we actually do the Twitch plays run, because you need to get as much advice as you can for him. It's whenever. It'll be like every once in a while. There's nothing useful for night other than Skingraft or Time Warp. You could use Grasp the Starve on a night if you want. That's also a good source spell for them.
Your god told you they can be only
and for
one.
Ranger, it's just Skingraft
you'll
and
eventually make a
Aerostorm.
turn on
Aerostorm is
each
marginally
other.
useful.
A girl like I'd.
If you don't like having source points, oh my goodness. It's so useless. You know, it wastes AP. What do you make? Oh my goodness. Y'all ready for this fight? One of the enemies in this fight has physical immunity. I mean, not physical immunity, physical resistance. I want you to tell me if you really even can notice. It's not gonna matter. They do a lot of damage, that's true. So static cloud, right? The two-handed gamer, just calling him gamer. I mean, Divinity Edition came out and it changed some things, but not massively. Notably, but not massively. Everything's a gamer. I mean, I think it's funny. That's for sure. Wow, fire immunity? Wow, that's a shame. This one has blood already. I just used blood sacrifice on it, so I did all four. What's this? Physical resistance? Wow. Wow, that's problematic. I don't know what I'm gonna do about that. I have no idea how I'm gonna deal with that, guys. It's just I think I can't kill him now. It's 40% resistance is just so high. I think I have to leave and come back with like some magic damage or something. Yeah, I just don't think I can kill him. Oh, he's dodging. That's part of it too. But you know, Dang it, I thought I was gonna one-shot him. I forgot he was evading too. I got trolled. Screw you. Ah. Actually missed. I forgot about that. Dang it. Screw you. Really? I got outplayed, guys. Oh my goodness. Mega yikes. Is he immune to anything important? Earth? Oh my god. That's important. Unsubbing because I made a mistake. No. I'm so incompetent. I'm doing a guide run and I forgot he has dodging as well. Alright, y'all, it's okay. We're doing a supernova. That'll tell him. That'll show him. Oh yeah, look at that damage. So much. There we go. Dang it. Anyways, if he wasn't dodging, first off, you can just kill him with physical damage anyways, or you can use Marksman Fang, which is piercing damage and ignores that. It works the same way on the genie, who has physical resistance as well. Wow. Much wow. Look at those rewards. Amazing. Well. Would have been cool if you actually hit him anyways. Yeah, it would have been. Don't you have to like pay every time you want to use the emote? I can just add it back if you guys really want it.
We need you standing.
Yeah, F the genie, I know, right?
Healed or not, I fight.
I mean, at this rate, Zeke's donating so many subs, like everybody will have the emote anyway. So. It is the best emote. That's one thing I didn't purchase the emote using points, just because I have some. She has 1500 armor? What the? If I teleport her, she'll just die. So it's, let's just do this. Let's just kill her like this. She goes next. Go. Like, imagine not actually needing to pay money for anything. Yeah, they take half a cut. That's why people do Patreon and stuff, even if they stream. It's because like they take all your money, which I understand it's a platform and then you're paying them to use it, but it's like it's a large cut. So what happened there with Fan of Knives is Fan of Knives hits every enemy, right? But this guy was standing in the way of this guy's projectile, so it hit him twice. That's why it did so much damage to him. I hit Elven Cloud Piercer twice for 1100 damage, so that was 2200 damage to him. Yeah, I know, Sabile action. Can you believe it, guys? She gets screen time. Can you kill the mother tree if Sabile, so Hela doesn't tell you about it? You can? Okay, so we can kill her no consequences, right? So we can just kill her and it's fine. So never try to do it with her dead. So yeah, we'll just kill her. Okay. Melee her with Beast. Really? Only has like 7 spells. He has no spells, yeah, because that's all he needs. Just dropped 30,000 gold? What the? Oh my god. What the heck? What the? They just dropped all their money. What the heck? That's pretty crazy. Yikes, man. Holy crap, man. Frickin' heck. That's 182,000 gold. Next YouTube video? Just shoot everyone. Alright, now we're actually leaving this stupid act. Alright, y'all. I think we're gonna get to Act 3, and we're gonna do like the Shadow Prince or something, and then we're gonna call it. I know we've done a lot of just trading this run, and it's not been this stream. It's not been super long. Unfortunately, I got started late, so it'll not be quite as long in the stream as normal. But we'll still get to Act 3 and do a couple cool things before we end it. Short stream, Pepe hands. I know. Is there any particular fight in Act 3 you guys want to see before the stream is over? Look at Hailstorm. Oh, look at 19 damage. Oh, baby. So much. Hello? Bela? Please? Salaman or Alexander? Okay. Alright. Beast got his interaction right. She got her interaction. Losa got her interaction. Okay, we're good. So you have to watch 2 fights. Galaxy Brain? Oh my goodness. You get to watch Alexander die and you get to watch Salaman. You can yeet him into lava. I mean, that does work.
A sudden shuffle.
Hey, Chief. There you are. Yeah. Oh, dude. That's... Well, leave it to you. Really? Didn't say that's the... It's the... Aren't you supposed to be off learning how to become... Well, of course, not everyone on the Gareth went off some which away. I'm glad... Are you sure? Then tick-tock, tick-tock. I'm glad... Are you sure you've done everything you... Very well. Ready to set sail when you are. You will have found...
Rip Gareth.
Now, on to the interesting part.
Malady uses TikTok. Oh my goodness. Very funny.
heart. Are you resistant?
Sabiel's slide.
I've something I need to. You. You see,
She's great.
I'm afraid you're going to. No, my dear, since I've had names on my skin. Wasn't come.
You both suddenly.
This is. I will soon. Will you sing? Good answer.
Her cat's eyes close. You
My what?
You both get
Adventure.
I can sense the raw powers of the source.
Oh, baby, a new dagger.
The air. The island yonder. It is doom or destiny.
I don't know. I don't think you have enough gold to buy this. Yikes. I think we'll manage.
Jahan takes you
By the bad.
OnlyFans is the only picture of the Grass of Stars damage numbers. Oh my gosh. NPC's blood? Exactly. My own character's blood as well. Why are you still almost dead? Heal yourself.
Do what you must in this place.
Freaking
sorcerer.
idiot.
I don't want to linger a moment longer than necessary.
Finesse potion? Alright.
Tread carefully, my dear. Those are black ring banners that I
Oh
spy
my
on
god,
the shore.
alright.
I studied the. See those? Also.
Oh wait, did we give her the tablet?
Something on your mind, darling?
You want to hear? Take the tablet.
I see you are 4.
These bodies have been purged.
Guy actually sells healing potions but doesn't use them. That's true. It's super true. Business comes first. The unfortunate part of Act 3 is that you're limited on source. Keep that in mind when you're spamming source spells. No, we're going to be actually playing Act 4 for the first time in a long while. We're going to be playing through all of it. That's part of the point of the guide run. There are some important things to note about certain fights in Act 4.
What strange contraptions are these?
Should I mention Adramahlihk and Isbiel? Freaking Isbiel's annoying because you can't pre-buff. 1v1 Adramahlihk? With who? The Fire Mage? With Sabiel? Get some action with Sabiel? I mean, we one-turned Adramahlihk with one character. I've done that before. There's a clip on the channel of me doing that. Oh yeah, well Sabiel's gonna be the Necro because she's the strongest elf in the game. Because she gets extra memory from the tree. So technically she is the strongest elf you can get. So that's why she'll actually be the Necromancer. Yeah, so she will actually get the most screen time.
Make trade.
And I'm pretty sure, just so you know, I'm gonna be playing with enemy stats doubled on that run. So enemies will have double the stats they normally do on Tactician. So that should make it a little more spicy.
The priestess is oblivious to you. Instead, she's locked in.
I'm not well. Resistances don't matter. No, so I'll be doubling their health, vitality. Yeah, their vitality, their armor, and their damage will be doubled compared to Tactician. So look at Tactician health, armor, and damage, and double that. That's what it will be.
Almighty dude.
You do not look black.
The elf's deep.
But God, run home, little godwork.
The elf truly.
You may proceed into the temple, but I pray the other god. It is not we walk. Turn to the gods.
The elf
Wonder once. The trials do not kill me. All.
I mean, basically it'll be a no-hit run because things will one-shot us.
To whom are you sworn?
Yeah, let's do this with her, so I have to give it to her.
Hear my prayer. Save your children.
Useless.
Where's this, It will be a Galaxy Brain run.
Have you been to the temple of Solstice?
And the thing is, like, you guys have to understand, especially since I'm doing that, like, it's Galaxy Brain because there will be no strat that will not be allowed. So, part of the way we'll be dealing with the double stats is going to be with some unconventional strats. I love how you leave Act 2 without Gareth and he just shows up anyway.
I will have your be at Gareth.
Alexander holds his hands outwards to
God will amuse this. I've forgotten.
Gareth.
You are not Damien. My sin. You could.
Halt! Stand up.
Alright, well. Gareth's drunk. So one strat as well is when you're considering that you're going to be nether swapping, you can preset your characters in positions where you're going to nether swap. So I'm putting Sabine here just so I can nether swap her out for an enemy. Who's the fastest? 34? Okay, Sabine is the Losa is the fastest. Oh, he's too close to the edge to bleed. Really? He's faster still? Oh, screw you. This did not go to plan. Oh shit. I got outplayed. Oh no. Wait, 50 initiative? Screw off. You want to see how you deal with 50 initiative? I'll show you. I'll show you how to deal with 50 initiative. I'll bust out my potions. Best out of 3, yes, exactly. Wow. That's fun. Where's my wits potions? Have I literally not got any wits potions yet? That's stupid. Well. Yeah, bust out the skooma. I can't believe I haven't gotten any wits potions yet. That's unfortunate. I swear I got a wits potion. That's unfortunate. How am I gonna deal with this then if I don't want to respec? How much is this? 9? I need 6 more initiative. Wow, what a shame.
Those Magister ships burning. This is as
Wait, what
close
works?
as I'm going to that island. Nothing good will come of it.
Well, he's gonna use closed circuit and stun me anyway. I didn't even know he had closed circuit. Should have checked his initiative. I swear I thought I was faster. I didn't think Alexander was actually that fast. It's interesting. 50 is really fast. Wow, imagine that. Alright, y'all. This time it will work to plan. 51 pog, exactly. First try, guys. Pro gamer here, doing a guide run, no mistakes. Don't worry. Oh, whoa, we go first. First try, guys. Professional gamer. Should I do it? I should do it. Roll the dice. If it doesn't kill this guy, where is he? If it doesn't kill this guy, then he takes a turn.
I'm ready.
That's what I mean about Aerostorm. It is still good, but even with that grouping, it's still, I think it's partly these things right here, but like, it's not a game-ending spell anymore. I mean, it's pretty game-ending, but still. Do it, I'll allow it. That thing where you can teleport people while in dialogue, I don't think it still works. What's up, IT? How's it going? Ooh, look at this trash damage in the road. It's still in our inventory. We haven't used it yet. Oh wait, we need to do this. Do that instead. So this, and then your boy right here. All blocked. I think it's better to lose the high ground because we get more hits. What is this? Oh my gosh. Oh, stupid. DOS 2 is a totally fair and balanced game. Alright, well. With the bad Divinity. Oh, does he? Oh, where he permanently blinds you? Oily death, haha. Yeah, this is why we're not just using the spell the rest of the game, is because that happens. That's why I wanted to show this fight twice, because I didn't want to just show that kill. Because it's absurd. Here, actually, I'm going to show a different fight than Salaman. Mostly because I want to show something interesting. This is an interesting interaction, and this is how you can deal with enemies that have deflecting. No, the black ring where he deflects. The big guy, yeah. Big for you. Oh my gosh. I think I'm gonna give him Inner Demon. There's no point in having it right now, though. So there's two things about this fight. Where is it? It's like right here. Okay. So there's two notes about this fight. One, obviously any kind of projectile deflects. Projectiles include, but are not limited to, things like fireball. Let's see what else. A dazing bolt counts as a projectile. Corpse explosion counts as a projectile. There's a lot of things you can kill yourself with if enemies are deflecting. So we're going to show you a couple ways to deal with it. He didn't deflect himself, so it doesn't doesn't matter. Yeah, you can do that. We're also just going to show you how you can deal with it without having to worry about killing him first. The reason we have Hothead on Sabil is so that we can crit more often with Fan of Knives. Because when you use Fan of Knives, you just worry about hitting the most enemies possible, and you're not always going to be backstabbing like that. So, I mean, what else would I take anyways? Also, the accuracy is not too bad anyways. That's why we have that on. So, for like this... Oh, look at that, he's standing right next to him. There's a few ways you can deal with this. Obviously, grouping enemies up. Each bolt of Thunderstorm will have an AoE on it. So in this case, these three are grouped up, so each guy is going to take 3 hits. When you group enemies up, Thunderstorm can become very, very good. But if you're not grouping enemies up, it's not going to be that great. You see, these guys, it's only going to hit them once for like 500 damage. So the thing is, you see this, hitting enemies. So if you watch closely, you'll see Thunderbolts hitting Red Prince, but they do nothing to him because it's an enemy-only spell. So watch this. So I'm getting hit by Thunderbolts, but it does nothing because they're enemy-only. I think I die here, right? I mean, I can just do this. Same thing goes with Aerostorm. Aerostorm is enemy only. So if you use Aerostorm on them, it'll deflect the projectiles, but they won't do damage to you. Also, you see how it became my turn. The second round of Thunderstorm proc. I'm gonna delay my turn, and when my delay turn happens again, you're gonna see the bolts proc again. Same thing. Yeah, pretty sure the same thing with both. For the big boy crits, and also for the movement for pawn. He does need more crit, but it's still fine. Yeah, but Bloodstorm should be enemy only, most likely. So you probably won't be taking any damage from it. I mean, mages can be broken if you use very specific skills. I wouldn't call that being good, though. Yeah, not the same category as broken. Just because he has a win button right here at level 16 doesn't mean the mage is good. Thunderstorm? Thunderstorm is significantly worse than... Here, let's do this. So if you thought that was good, let's just re-demonstrate Pyroclastic eruption. Pyroclastic eruption is also enemy only. So you can just let it deflect yourself and
You can
not
put
care.
a price on the warriors I have for hire, but you can't put a price on. So if we want to be extra specific, we can wait till that guy is standing next to him again. Where is he? Isn't there a guy that walks back and forth? There we go, and that's good. Attack at all enemies. Once again, enemy only. As you can see, they deflected to me, but I took no damage.
Black Ring. Could they be doing the purging?
Yeah, and I would have had a 35% high ground bonus. Yeah, so if you're playing a mage and you're just struggling with damage, just get this and then win the game. Alright, let's do a quick recap of the team here, and then we'll call it a day. So you guys know kind of where the builds are and why we're doing certain things. Show us. Oh my god. Do I even have it in my inventory? Okay, I'll show us Meteor shower. Fine. Y'all ready for this meteor shower? Here, I'm gonna hype it up too. I'm gonna hype it up. Let's give it the exact proper spec and everything. So for reference, this skill that we're about to use, Meteor Shower, has been nerfed, I think, at least twice in the lifetime of this game. When this game first came out, Meteor Shower was like, hey, this is a fine pick for your last source spell. It wasn't the best, but if you wanted to use Meteor Shower, it was perfectly fine and it did good damage when the game first came out. So need I compare? So look at this. So with all our points in, we don't have a lot of points in Geo or Pyro right now, like 3 here and then 2 here. So look, with basically no Geo, Pyroclastic eruption does 900 damage. Meteor Shower per hit does about 70. I mean 70 times 25, but you can't guarantee that all 25 is going to hit. So if this kills them all, I'm going to be massively impressed. Y'all, we're gonna make this as opportune for Meteor Shower as possible. Oh my god. We have 13 Pyro, we have 56 Intelligence, and each meteor does 99 damage. That is a double-digit number, guys. Yeah, we will die, actually. It does trigger deflection. From commands into Discord. Oh, really? Interesting. I didn't know you can't get the link if I'm hosting. That's unfortunate. Yeah, I'll look into that. I don't know how to do that with Wait for this one to move perfectly.
I'm ready.
This is an intelligence buff, so we have 70 intelligence now. Here, I mean, if we do this, we might actually kill something. 92 intelligence. We just drank a potion with 22 intelligence buff. If this doesn't kill him, I'm gonna be like big sad. It'll kill us, that's for sure. So we have to reload.
Prepare.
Alright, with that potion and all our buffs, it does 152. So we just buffed his damage by 50%. Oh my god. So I just want to point out, that was literally balls to the wall buffs. We used like 3 skin graft scrolls. All of that, and this guy did not take enough damage to break his armor because he has 60% resistance. I mean, it did kill someone. It was critting for how much? It was critting for 300 damage. Yes, if it does debuff multiple times. Oh my god, that was so bad. Dear lord. No, I drank a potion, so I had positive resistance, so that it dealt damage to me. I'd like to report a bug. I actually got a kill with Meteor. Oh my goodness. But yeah, that's Meteor Shower. Yeah, if that was Necro healing, it would have been, I would have broken my armor. Okay, let's let me respec Red Prince and let's go over our builds. And then we're gonna call it a stream. This is just so that you guys can have a good picture of like where we are and why we're doing things on our builds. The fight again with traps. If I just keep redoing the fight, we'll be here forever. I'll do the fight again with traps when I stream again because they're still alive right now. Maybe? I'm not sure yet. I don't like to just tell you I'm going to be streaming or not, because if something comes up, I'm just going to prioritize that. If I have something going on in my life, I usually prioritize that over streaming, which is why I stream every day. Alright, so our builds. Kind of reviewing why we're using skills we're using. Let's fix this real quick. Where were we? It was poison spells? There we go. Alright. They thought the Necrofire damage would be enough to compensate for the damage from Meteor. I mean, they probably were thinking like, oh, they're burning, so they're going to take extra damage from burning. What's up, Bitterbrew? You're showing up at the very end of the stream. I'm sorry. Alright, so start with Red Prince. So first things first, let's talk about attributes. You'll notice on attributes, every single class is doing the same thing. We're prioritizing our main damage stat, intelligence or finesse, or strength if you had a strength character. And then once that is capped, we go to wits. Now, I do need to fix Losa. We did respec at some points into wits because we needed to go first. But otherwise, you cap your main stat, and then you go into wits. Reason being is because raw damage is going to be better than crit chance. In most cases, because if you sacrifice raw damage for crit chance, that just means when you do crit, your crits are smaller. So having higher consistent damage with your raw damage is better. So capping your main stat is more important. But once you have your main stat capped, then you can go into wits for the extra crit, because no other stat will give you a damage bonus other than your main stat and wits. So that's why we do that on every character. Over on our attributes, combat abilities, that goes for Beast and with Red Prince. You'll notice we're prioritizing a single element. If you are wanting to have 2 or more elements that are equally powerful, you can use Huntsman or Crit to do that, or you can just split your points between 2 elements. I've just decided with these builds that I'm just going to prioritize Geo, because Geo has a plethora of AoEs. This is 6 Geo AoEs, all of which can easily get affinity with Poison. So it just works very, very nicely, I feel like, if I prioritize Geo. You can just split them normal if you want. I'm still using the fire spells because, you know, Supernova's cool. That's about it. And then just traps are powerful, so even if you don't have much pyro, traps perform well. That's why we still have traps. That's the main reason. But yeah, if you're wanting to prioritize 2 elements instead, you can split your points or use Huntsman or Scoundrel. One thing you'll notice is our gear. We're covering all our skill needs with gear. Like if I need Tactical Retreat, I've covered that with points from my gear. If I couldn't find points for Huntsman in my gear, and I got like gear, let's say I got all gear that didn't have Huntsman, but it was all really good, that's fine, because I can just put 2 points on Huntsman, because I'm getting so many benefits to other things anyways. But you see, in most cases, I'm just trying to cover my skill points, my skills requirements with just my stats from gear. Same goes for Beast, really. I'm doing the same kind of thing here. You can use a Cloak and Dagger now, that's fine. Yeah, let's go getting 2 arrow if I can from gear. I wasn't able to get 2 arrow, so I used 1 point from my stats. My hard points to do that. Talents for Red Prince. Red Prince is a not a glass cannon, which is, he's just the one non-glass cannon in my party. Just kind of demonstrate how you would do that. Didn't you? Yeah, we did earlier. earlier in the game we were using Huntsman. That way he could use Fire and Geo more effectively, evenly. But we just decided to start prioritizing Geo. So if you want to, you can use Huntsman instead. The problem with stacking Huntsman once you get good crit chance like you do now, like let's see, if I buff, that's 67 crit chance. The problem with stacking Huntsman late game is that your high ground bonus is added together with your crit bonus. So if you're stacking Huntsman, you're not getting a huge effect out of your crits, and you're not really making your damage stack very high. So if late game you want to use something other than Huntsman, like your elemental bonuses. So talents, he's not a glass cannon. He's using Pawn and Elemental Affinity together. That way he can move onto the surfaces for free, and when he's on the surfaces, get his AP bonus. So like you see here, what he'll do is I'll usually throw a dart out before a fight. When a fight starts, I can walk onto the surface, and I can cast oodles of Geo AoEs for ridiculously low prices. So even though he's not a glass cannon, I can still cast 7 AP worth of these spells. So that's 1 AP, 2 AP, 3 AP total, 4 AP, 6 AP, 7 AP. So I can cast 5 spells, one of which is Source, in a single turn, which is nice. And then after that, we go into 5-star diner. We just did that because we're using the potion. The doubles the potion elixir, which is fine. You don't have to do that if you don't want to. We just did that on Red Prince because I wanted to prioritize his gear. By using the elixir with a 5-star diner, we can more easily equip intelligence gear. So like right here we have finesse armor. What else we have? We have strength pants. So he has access to more stuff. Also the elixir helps us cover constitution. We have 0 points in constitution, by the way, and we have 18, which is nice. So it helps cover your gear requirements. Then we went into Savage Sortilege, of course, because you just need a crit for damage. And then next talent will be Hothead, because Hothead just increases our crit even more, and then we'll have 41 crit, which will be nice. Different for Beast, we went Glass Cannon. Then we went Executioner. It is totally worth putting a point in Warfare like we did here to get Executioner, because more AP is just more better, right? Then we did Savage Sortilege and Hothead for our crits, because crit is everything to buff your damage even more, which is nice. 67 crit, which is nice. For stats for... Actually, let's go over gear for them. So like I said, you'll see here like we have absurd gear, and that's because we spent more time trading in this run than we have fighting. You don't have to spend that much time doing it. If you don't trade as much, your stats will be lower, but don't really worry about it, because you don't have to be killing things in one turn like I am. You just need to make sure you're crowd controlling enemies, if you can. For Beast, I mean, Geo just is generally a stronger element overall if you look at all the spells. But you can do Fire if you want. If you want to prioritize Fire, you can just use Traps, Fireball, Searing Daggers, that kind of thing. Just Geo has better AoE, I feel like. So you can use either one. We're using a shield on him. It would just basically objectively be better if you're using another stat stick here. We're just using a shield to keep himself from killing himself with Supernova, just because we like Supernova. And then he's using a wand in his main hand for stats. If I wasn't using these stat sticks on Beast, I would be using one of these stat sticks.
That's a lot of damage!
On Red Prince instead of the wand, because those have better stat sticks. Oh, thank you for the follow, Drakon. Appreciate it. But for now, this wand is fine. It gives intelligence and 10 crit, because we have 7% crit chance and then 3%. Well, you can get wits on the rune if you want. We actually did intelligence. So this is giving him 5 intelligence and 7 crit, which is not bad at all. Beast gear, he's mainly going to be on high ground, right? Attacking from ranged. So he's using 2 stat sticks. These stat sticks are from Act 1. You get this one from Scarpor, the lizard you kill after blessing the pigs, and this one's from Slain. Both have 10% crit and some useful stats like Pyro, Intelligence, and Hydro. All the good stuff. So these are perfectly fine to use for stats. So that's why he has such high crit chance, because of this gear. Otherwise, his gear is mostly the same priority. He's going to be looking for more Huntsman from gear, though, because Red Prince is going to be fighting on the flat ground most of the time for like Supernova and stuff like that. But basically, that's the build for them, the two of them. As far as skills go, you'll see my skill selection. With mages, you want to minimize the amount of memory you're using. Because the less memory you have, the more intelligence you can have, which means the better your spells are. If you just have so much memory you're filling your hotbar, chances are you have to cast more spells to kill enemies. So just by having more memory, you're necessitating having more spells, right? Which trader? Mainly just the bow for low, so that's the main thing we save scummed. Really, most of this is not save scummed gear. We really only were save scumming her bow because we just really wanted her to do lots of damage. So spells, we're trying to minimize the spells we have in our hotbar. Any mage with fire damage, these traps are going to be very, very powerful. Traps are just really, really good in general. Then you have Supernova. We're just using that because it's fun. But it's not a bad spell. It does decent damage. And also, all the poison spells are actually pretty strong. Don't underestimate these. They're only annoying to use because there's a lot of undead in the game. So in the cases where you're not fighting undead and they're not immune to poison, these poison spells are actually pretty good. Especially when you have affinity, they're really cheap as well. What stats are you looking for? Since I'm just using a shield, it's very rare, but some shields can roll initiative. If you find a shield with initiative, that's good. Even better would be intelligence. That's also very, very rare. So intelligence and initiative is what you're looking for. Otherwise, just whatever you feel like you want. But most everything's useless. Beyond that, you'd want Constitution on them, because if they have Constitution on them, that means you don't have to put points in the Constitution. You can just use the shield to pay for itself, basically. Yeah, so for spells here, we're just using as few as possible. We're prioritizing Geo spells here on this build. Any of the AoE spells like Poison Dart, Fossil Strike, Impalement is good. Also, if you're not using source spells on your mages are going to be performing way worse. So we're using as many source spells as we can to buff our damage. Dust Blast works like Pyroclastic Eruption, like you saw earlier, that one-shot everything. It just does less damage and has smaller AoE. So if you don't want to use the strongest one, you can use this one. This one works very well as well. It's very good. You'll notice everyone has Teleport and Nether Swap. Just like you saw in that last fight, positioning enemies is incredibly powerful. Grouping enemies up for AoEs is very nice, so that's why we have Teleport and Nether Swap on everyone. Also, Peace of Mind. Every build in the game that's good wants to crit, and Peace of Mind buffs your crit. Also buffs your main stats, which is damage, so that's nice. Accuracy is also important for weapon users, so that's why we have it on Losa and Sabil. We have Haste on him. Always use Haste on a character if they are not a glass cannon, because having more AP is always better. Using this before combat means he starts with 5, which is not much worse than these guys. Sweet. That's mostly him. I think someone asked about runes. For armor, I'm using intelligence on the mages because intelligence will affect all my elements. You could do a framed rune that gives like plus Geo in this case, so we can buff our Geo spells more. That's also an option. For the physical classes, runes that give you plus warfare, which is the rock rune, is very nice as well. In the guide doc, there is a link to a spreadsheet that shows you all the combinations of rune frames and what they give you, so that way you know which ones you should get. Beast, we already went over him really with talents. The only difference with him is we're using Apotheosis, so he can cast more source spells, because he has more AP since he's a glass cannon, so he can afford to use Apotheosis more than Red Prince can. Sabil is pretty basic. Rogues are pretty basic. One thing you'll notice, the main thing about Sabil here is that she's mostly just using warfare skills to use AoEs. Hi man, use the game. For Honor versus Tactician, is there any difference in difficulty other than no saves? No, it's just Iron Man. That's the main difference. The game will save whenever you have a character die. So when it comes to Rogue, just don't just like stack up on Scoundrel skills. Just get Backlash, Fan of Knives if you feel like it, because Fan of Knives gets high ground bonuses. And it'll hit any enemy in the AoE, which is very nice. You can get lots of damage off. I don't know if anybody clipped Fan of Knives on this channel, but there's a few situations I've shown on the run that it's very useful. And of course, Warfare skills, because you can backstab with Warfare skills and they hit AoEs. And of course, hitting more enemies is better than hitting a single enemy. Leave that alone. What do I do? I did nothing. I attacked the boat. I'm sorry. Anyways, Sabil's pretty basic. She still has Peace of Mind for more crit for Fan of Knives, because sometimes you won't backstab with that, and also for accuracy and main stats. Because hitting your attacks is very, very important. Of course, still has these. Also, she has Skin Grafts, so she can reset Flesh Sacrifice and Adrenaline. If we reset these, we net gain 2 AP. So that means Sabil, if she executes a person and uses Skin Graft and double Adrenaline, she actually has 13 AP in a single turn, which is a lot of AP, which is nice. As far as stats, she's going into Warfare, then Scoundrel. Warfare will give you a better bonus than your crit damage, because your warfare bonus is multiplied with your crit damage. So always go warfare first, then scoundrel. This is getting us a lot of damage. Runes are going with master of runes because of course physical damage, and then plus wits just for initiative and critting with phantom knives. Talents, glass cannon for more AP, executioner for more AP, hothead for more accuracy and crit, and then memory just cause might as well. If we have that giving us memory, we don't have to put points into memory. Get your damage first, then your crit. That is correct. Always prioritize raw damage over crit. You'll get crit from gear anyway. Sibyll's pretty simple. Just use AoEs as much as you can. Group enemies up for multiple backstabs. Warfare Scoundrel. That's about it. Loso is also pretty simple. Instead of Warfare Scoundrel, we're going Warfare Huntsman. You might ask, why Huntsman instead of crit? Well, because you're going to be getting high ground 99% of the time anyways, so Huntsman is more reliable than Scoundrel. Also, Ranged is a additive damage bonus, so Ranged is less damage than Warfare or Huntsman, so don't use it. Yes, it does give you crit chance, but 10% crit from stacking Ranged isn't worth it. You just want to go for more raw damage. That's why she's doing absurd amounts of damage. Talents, Glass Cannon for AP, Executioner for AP. AP equals damage, and damage is everything. Keep that in mind. Then we went Hothead because crit chance is damage. Of course, that's important. Then we went Elemental Ranger. Be careful if you want Elemental Ranger because Elemental Ranger can backfire if enemies are standing in surfaces they would heal from. But in most cases, especially with this run, you've noticed that enemies aren't really taking turns. So in most cases, they're either standing in no surface or they're standing in their own blood. So using Elemental Ranger is fine because I'm going to buff my damage from the blood they're standing in. Elemental Ranger also works nicely if you have a Necro in your party, because your Necro is going to put blood everywhere, so blood equals more physical damage, which is fantastic. Human is also nice for Ranger because of the crit bonus. Yeah, she's pretty basic. Skills, we're going for as few as possible, because the fewer memory points we have to spend means the more finesse and damage we're going to have. These are really the only three main Huntsman skills I would ever use. Marksman Fang can hit through multiple enemies if you line them up. Ricochet can hit multiple enemies. Of course, AoE damage is important. Ballistic Shot does an absurd amount of damage.
That's a lot of damage!
Yes, it is a lot of damage. Akaba, thank you for the follow. So Ballistic Shot is insane, especially if someone's far away. Aerostorm, like you saw earlier, is good if you can get a lot of enemies grouped together, but if you can't group a lot of enemies together, it's not worth it. If you want to play 200 Knight, would it be kind of similar to how your Rogue plays skill-wise? Yes. Literally, Knight's hotbar is the same as this, except these two. And you can throw a Blitz attack in here if you want. And Tentacle Lash. One thing about Ranger is, I think a lot of people not using this skill. This is a crazy damage buff. This is like a good 20-30% damage buff with elemental arrowheads. Please, for the love of God, pre-buff blood with arrows. It's insane. It's an insane damage buff. Also, Peace of Mind, of course, is nice. Crit chance, initiative, and main stats. Also, accuracy is good. But yes, this stat is so important. This talent, this skill, always use this. Please use this. It's a huge damage buff. Well, the tooltip for knockdown arrowheads is knockdown arrow is incorrect.
That's a lot of damage.
So it's telling you it does more than it actually does. Thank you for following Apocalypse. Also, Warfare buffs your elemental arrows. So if you're stacking Warfare like this build is actually the same as you would do for an elemental ranger build. All right. Well, with that, we're done.
That's a lot of damage!
Yes, it is, Oracle. Yes, it is. Thank you for the sub. Greatly appreciated, Oracle. I would tell you how to find true love if I knew the answer to that, but I don't. I'm sorry. So, y'all have a good night. Thank you for hanging out, having fun with me. Leave a follow if you want to see some more. And once again, thank you for the sub, Oracle, and y'all have a good night. I'll see you next time.